This one rule can change your life. Time management system for success. Full flow, no subheadings, no conclusion, continuous powerful speech style. Dash dash dash. The truth about success is simple, but most people will never realize it because they are distracted, busy, overwhelmed, and constantly pulled in 1,000 directions. They chase motivation, they chase productivity hacks, they chase apps, they chase planners, they chase shortcuts, and still their life does not move forward. They believe they need a complicated system, a perfect schedule, a fancy strategy. But the people who win in life follow one rule so simple, so powerful, and so life-changing that once you truly understand it, your entire relationship with time transforms. And that rule is this: protect your hours like your life depends on them, because it actually does. Not your years, not your days, your hours. Whoever owns your hours owns your life, your future, your success, and your destiny. Every great person who ever achieved something extraordinary understood this rule. They didn't have more talent, more luck, or more resources than you. They had the same 24 hours. But they refused to allow their hours to be stolen by distractions, people, problems, excuses, or unnecessary chaos. They guarded their time with the same seriousness with which you guard your money, your home, your secrets. Because time is the only currency that never comes back. You lose money, you can make it again. You lose confidence, you can rebuild it. You lose friends, you can replace them. But you lose time, it's gone forever. And most people treat the most precious thing in their life like it has no value. They waste it, delay it, ignore it, and let people consume it freely. They spend their days in autopilot, scrolling, chatting, discussing, complaining, repeating the same routines, without realizing that every hour wasted today becomes a regret tomorrow. This rule changes everything because it forces you to make one powerful decision. You choose where your time goes instead of letting the world choose for you. When you don't manage your time, someone else will manage it for you. Your boss will tell you what to do, your family will dictate your hours, your friends will interrupt your schedule, your phone will control your attention, and your mind will drift wherever the world pulls it. But when you apply this rule, you flip the script. Suddenly you become intentional, disciplined, focused, and unstoppable. Suddenly your goals start receiving the time they deserve. Suddenly the life you want is not a dream, but a direction. Everything starts with one simple decision: your hours belong to you. No one else. Time protects your energy. Time protects your peace. Time protects your progress. And when you protect your hours, you protect your future. Imagine this. Every day, life deposits 24 golden coins into your bank account. You can spend them wisely or foolishly, but you cannot save them for tomorrow. You cannot borrow from the future either. You only get 24 coins. And the people who succeed, they spend those coins with extreme clarity. They decide what truly matters. They cut what doesn't. They eliminate the unnecessary. They say no often. They avoid drama. They avoid gossip. They avoid pointless fights. They avoid time-wasting people who bring no value and drain their mental energy. They block distractions like their success depends on it, because it truly does. Your life becomes extraordinary when you realize that every goal is built on hours. Want a better career? It's not talent, it's hours spent learning, building, practicing. Want a stronger body? Not genetics. Hours at the gym, hours eating clean, hours being disciplined. Want more money? Not luck. Hours of skill building, thinking, creating, working, and elevating. Want a better future? Not a miracle, just hours applied to the right things. Every dream requires hours. Every level of success is built brick by brick, and each brick is 1 hour of focused work. When you waste hours, you destroy the structure of your future. And when you protect your hours, you build something unbreakable. People fail not because they lack ability, but because they lack control over their time. They allow interruptions, distractions, bad habits, and emotional reactions to break their momentum. They plan their life around entertainment instead of goals. They spend hours pleasing others, explaining themselves, proving themselves, arguing, scrolling, watching, gossiping, and then they say they have no time for their dreams. No, they have time, they just don't protect it. They allow other people to steal it. And thieves don't stop stealing just because you're nice. Time thieves steal your progress. They steal your dreams. They steal your potential. And the biggest thief is your own lack of discipline. This one rule forces you to take responsibility for your hours. It eliminates excuses. It destroys procrastination. Because procrastination is not a problem of time, it's a problem of priority. When your hours are not protected, your goals never feel urgent. Everything becomes later, tomorrow, or someday. But when you protect your hours, you realize that someday doesn't exist. The only time you have is the time you protect. When you start blocking your hours for goals, your brain rewires itself. It starts treating your dream as a commitment, not a wish. And that one shift can rewrite your destiny. Most people live their life reacting. They wake up and instantly respond to messages, notifications, demands, expectations. Their day is controlled by randomness. But you don't succeed by reacting, you succeed by creating. You don't win by being busy, you win by being focused. You don't grow by doing everything, you grow by doing the right things. And that requires control over your hours. When you decide that certain hours belong only to your future, whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours, or 5 hours a day, you build momentum. That momentum turns into skill. Skill turns into opportunities. Opportunities turn into results. Results turn into a new identity. And suddenly people look at you and say, you changed. But what they don't realize is that you changed because you changed your time. Everyone talks about mindsets, strategies, motivation, inspiration. But without control of your hours, none of that works. What's the point of being motivated if you have no time to act on it? What is the benefit of learning if you have no hours to apply it? What is the use of dreaming big if your schedule is filled with small things? Your future cannot grow if your time is suffocated. Protecting your hours is the foundation of all growth. You cannot rise without making space for your rise. You cannot evolve without giving time to your evolution. You cannot succeed while your hours are controlled by distractions and noise. Here's the truth few people accept: your schedule is a reflection of your values. If your schedule is filled with distractions, it means distractions are more important than success. If your schedule is filled with excuses, it means excuses are more valuable than goals. If your schedule is filled with pleasing people, it means people's opinions matter more than your dreams. And if your schedule has no time for your future will have no results for you. Protecting your hours forces you to face your priorities. It makes you honest with yourself. And honesty is the first step to transformation. This one rule is not about being busy all day. It's not about working non-stop. It's not about being a robot. It's about recognizing that your hours are powerful and you must assign them intentionally. Even one protected hour a day can transform your entire life in a year. 1 hour of reading daily becomes 30 books a year. 1 hour of learning a skill daily makes you better than 95% of people in that field. 1 hour of working on your dream builds a totally different lifestyle over time. Small consistent hours beat random bursts of motivation. Every single time. If you protect 3 hours a day, just 3, you change your income, your health, your confidence, your knowledge, your identity. If you protect 5 hours a day, you become extraordinary. And if you protect 8 or more hours on the right things, you become unstoppable. The difference is not time, because we all have the same 24 hours. The difference is protection. To apply this rule, you need courage. Courage to say no. Courage to disconnect from distractions. Courage to stop explaining yourself. Courage to prioritize your life over other people's opinions. Courage to create boundaries. Courage to cut the noise. Courage to work even when no one sees it. Courage to be unavailable to the world so you can be available to your future. You cannot protect your hours if you're scared of disappointing others. You cannot protect your hours if you keep entertaining every distraction. You cannot protect your hours if your phone is your master. You cannot protect your hours if you're addicted to comfort. Your hours require discipline, and discipline requires identity. When you see yourself as someone who values time, everything changes. You stop wasting it. You stop giving it away. You stop apologizing for wanting to grow. The moment you master this one rule, your life becomes intentional. You wake up with purpose. You know what matters. You know what doesn't. You stop being busy and start being productive. You stop doubting yourself because every protected hour builds proof of who you are becoming. Your confidence grows. Your skills grow. Your results grow. Slowly at first, then rapidly. And one day you look back and realize that the biggest turning point in your life was not luck, not talent, not a miracle, but a simple decision: my hours belong to me.